This video will look at the concept of compensating variation, and as you'll see, it's related to compensating differentials. So the utility of workers is given by U equals W minus ZD, where W is the wage and Z is the compensating variation, the amount of money a worker needs to be indifferent between working a clean job or dirty job. We're going to assume Z is uniformly distributed among workers in the population in ranges between 0 and $20,000. D equals 1 if the worker is working a dirty job, and 0 if the worker is working a clean job. Let's say the wage in the dirty job is $40,000, the clean job pays $30,000. And what we want to figure out is what fraction of the workers choose a dirty job. So to work a dirty job, and recall this is our utility function, to work a dirty job, the utility from a dirty job has to be greater than or equal to the utility earned working a clean job. So I'm just going to evaluate the utility function at their dirty job and then evaluate the utility function if you were to work at a clean job. So working at a dirty job, we said the wage was $40,000 and D was 1. So your utility is $40,000 minus Z, and Z is going to depend on your compensating variation. And the utility in the clean job, well, the wage is $30,000 in the clean job and D is 0, so utility is just $30,000. So we're going to solve this for Z now. So subtracting 30,000 from both sides and then adding Z to both sides, we see Z is less than or equal to 10,000. So what does this mean? All workers who require a compensating variation less than or equal to $10,000 will choose a dirty job. Because the compensating variation among workers is uniformly distributed between $0 and $20,000, half the workers will choose a dirty job. 10,000 falls right in the middle between 0 and 20,000. Here I just want to show a distribution of Z. As we started this problem, we said Z, the compensating variation, is uniformly distributed in the population from 0 to 20,000, and so it's uniformly distributed. So we have a distribution that looks like this. The area here is just going to sum the 1. And I just want to do an example here. Say we found in our last problem that Z happened to be less than or equal to 15,000. What would that imply in terms of the fraction of the population working in a dirty job? So here's 15,000, and all those workers who have a Z that is less than or equal to 15,000, they would choose a dirty job. And so that would represent 75% of the population, 15,000 divided by 20,000. Okay, so if Z happens to be a different value, it's no problem in figuring out what fraction of the population works in a dirty job. Just look at it graphically. If Z happened to be less than or equal to 5,000 here, then only 25% of the population would work in a dirty job. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful.